Hi everyone. I'd like to take a few minutes today to talk about something that's very important to me, and it should be important to you as well. The American Fire Service has experienced an increase by nearly 25% of cancer diagnosis in firefighters. Just because we put on a blue shirt and have committed to serving our community should not make us at a higher risk for contracting cancer. We have had the fortunate experience to partner with the Vincere Cancer Center in Scottsdale that is doing job-related cancer screenings. I have personally gone and gotten screened. There's about 8 cancers that they're actually looking for that we have found that we're at a higher rate, and I would highly encourage you to do the same thing. They've had some tremendous saves. They had a 42-year-old firefighter, which I believe is in this video, that's going to talk about his issue with cancer, which was lung cancer, which is not typically a cancer that firefighters get. But this is an opportunity for us to partner with this amazing group of people that really want to reduce the risk of cancers in firefighters, and more importantly, to save our lives. So please take the time. The information is all going to be in this video, as well as the buck slip and the email. So take the time to schedule something, go out and see these amazing people get screened. And unfortunately, if we are diagnosed with something, early intervention is the key for survival. So thank you for your time. Have a safe shift. Be well.
Vincere is an all-inclusive cancer center. We go through cancer screening, cancer prevention, as well as cancer treatment. Vincere itself means to conquer, and so in Latin, we want to conquer all aspects of cancer.
First Fridays for first responders really came about from our November screening program, and we had overwhelming response. We screened over close to 170 first responders at that time. There was still a lot of demand, and so we opened up every first Friday of the month to screen first responders. It takes a couple weeks to do all the testing. Then once I get the testing back, I will go over the testing with the first responder, and we set up the appropriate referrals and what needs to be done accordingly. The whole point of this program is for us to collect data to set occupational guidelines. So currently, first responders are screened at the same rate as the general population, even though the risk of getting cancer is 2 to 3 times higher. And in fact, there's no lung screening guidelines at all for first responders, so they're screened at the same rate as smokers are screened at. And so for me to collect enough data, I need to screen at least 200 to 400 to 1,000 first responders, collect the data, and then I can make recommendations to insurance companies and national organizations that first responders need to be screened earlier and more diligently.
We had a captain pass away in September due to lung cancer. It was about a 2-year fight for him, and having the opportunity to go to a free screening, more or less just to get cleared and give myself peace of mind and get a clean bill of health, it's kind of a no-brainer to give it a shot. And it turned out to be a thymoma, which is a cancer in the thymus gland. So fortunately, they got everything out. It's one of those cancers that they don't normally catch early. Fairly asymptomatic most of the time until it progresses. So it sits in between the heart, lungs, aorta, phrenic nerve, right underneath the sternum, so it's hard to get to. But when it spreads to all those organs. And usually they catch it in the later stages of cancer. So I was very fortunate to be able to find it early, not have a whole lot of symptoms, and have a really quick recovery because of it. Biggest thing is it's all about time. We do a lot for prevention in the fire service to prevent people from getting cancer. But there's still people that have been exposed. We still get exposed to different things, or a lot more things than the general public. So it's all about time and trying to catch it early. If we can, like I said, my cancer was not typically found early, so it usually progresses. Had it progressed for another year or so, I don't know how far it would have been, but the prognosis would have been different. And I was incredibly fortunate enough to catch it that early, and I'm pretty much back to normal.
More and more young people are dying of cancer, and we're seeing it more and more, and so it's so important because someone like Jason, I can pick up a 2-centimeter mass in his thymoma and he can have surgery and be done. I can pick up a very early cancer and people can get good treatment and move on with their lives. And we've seen too many young firefighters die, and so it's so important.
As a cancer survivor, getting through this process, as fortunate as I was, we know there's people out there that have cancer that don't know it. And if we can find them early, we can deal with it. We can get it taken care of, get them through the process, and return back to normal, continue life and enjoying what we have. So, biggest thing is just get checked.